Today you're going to learn about personal writing. Personal writing is rooted in your own personal experience. Specifically, we're going to learn about memoir writing. Memoirs focus on a specific person, place, animal, or thing that has had an impact on the writer. It is a reflection of that impact and is limited to a single moment in time, unlike other writings where the story can take place over weeks, days, months, or years. The website listed will give you multiple examples of different types of memoirs. First, we need to brainstorm. We need to think back and create a list of significant memories from your past. What has really stuck with you the strongest? What has personal meaning? Pause and take a few minutes to write down all the things that have really stood out in your mind. You can go back to your earliest memories when you were perhaps 2, 3, or 4, your first day of school, your first time on a sports team, something about a grandparent or a pet you've had maybe. Take a few minutes and create a list. Do you have at least 3 or 4 significant memories? Something that has impacted your life? Okay, now choose one of these memories to analyze and interpret in your memoir essay. Next, we're going to decide the order in which you tell the story. You may choose to tell your story in chronological order. In other words, the way that it happened from the beginning to the end. Or you may decide to write it as a flashback, where your narrative begins in the present and then moves to the past. As you begin writing, make sure that the setting is very clear to the reader. Clearly describe everything in your surroundings, the trees, the smells, the sounds, the location, the time, any other things that will help the reader be where you were. Was it a crowded spot? Were there others around? Were you only surrounded by nature or animals, a specific pet? Were you alone? Were there any significant weather conditions that played a part in what happened? Remember, this is your personal experience, not someone else's. So in order for the reader to understand what you experienced, you need to bring it to life with vivid descriptions of characters, the dialogue they had, if there was any, and any actions that occurred. You'll also want to include emotions. Were you sad, angry, frightened, happy, laughing? Anything that you can think of that will help the reader connect with you. Now, as you end your essay, you'll want to make it clear to the reader why this event is significant to you and how this memory influences your present life. Are there any questions?